Hello, so this is kind of a new kind of video I'm doing. It's kind of something I've been thinking about doing for quite a while, where essentially every night, or at least I try to, I've been trying to do this for the past, I don't know, a few months or so, or I think more like 1 to 2 months, yeah, where essentially each night I try to hop on VR chat and just for like about an hour or so just to practice flying. Man, I'm doing so much worse than actually talking now. But hop on each night and just practice flying the Chinook over there. I don't know, it's something I really enjoy doing, and yeah, um, yeah, I don't know, it's just something I thought that would be cool to, I don't know, share, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. I don't really know if I'm going to be talking much whilst I'm doing this, as it's much harder to fly whilst talking and whatnot, and I mainly do this to practice and such. I'm sorry about the cough. I'm was sick and I'm still kind of getting over that right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I thought that would be cool to do and whatnot. I don't think I'm going to talk very much. I might. I don't know how this is, but I just thought it'd be cool to kind of show my little practice sessions that I do or try to do each day. They're usually like about an hour long or so. That's about how long this video is going to be. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going to fly, maybe talk a little bit. I don't know. Um, but yeah, that's that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so right now I'm kind of just doing my practice route. It is like the main course I fly every night, or the main series of, I guess, obstacles I fly around and whatnot every night. It's just a nice little practice thing that kind of puts me through all the kinds of flying I usually do or would like to be able to do. And yeah, so I just kind of, for most of the night or most of the practice, I just repeat this route again and again and again. And I've been doing this route for, I think, over a year now. It's been a bit, so talking whilst doing this isn't that bad. I could do it okay and kind of turn my brain off. But there are some parts that are pretty scary, that are some new additions I've done to this that I'm not quite used to. Since, here I'll show that in a second what I'm talking about. But so far has been the original route. And then the additions, or the changes I've done to this route. I think I probably did changes to this route over the summer. Now this is the main change right here, this part. So over this bridge, then go through the ravine right here, or river. This little gap that I'm going through right here used to be much smaller, and flying through it like that wasn't really, you can do it, but it's it was much more difficult, which I didn't really add it to my route and had it as its own separate route, as it was just, I couldn't do consistently enough to actually do it, because it's just very difficult. Anyways, the rest of the route is kind of interesting, because, so we fly around this little loop right here, and that other route I was talking about, that's just like the river ravine by itself. Here's another part. So this is actually the part that I fly through first before I fly through the ravine right here. And yeah, so we'd fly through this first. Then next we would fly under this little bridge right here. And then we're gonna go up here, just like this. This part's a little bit scary, but if you just be very careful and pay attention to the direction which you're heading by using the little heading, the circle arrow marker that points in the direction which you're leading to kind of help guide yourself through so you don't smash into the walls, really helps you a lot. And then the next part is part of another tiny route right here, where basically, oh shoot, yeah, that happens too, sometimes. Yeah, I don't know, crashing's not a bad thing. It's cool. It's like, I don't know. I'll talk about more of that maybe if I get my mind to it. I kind of force myself there. But yeah, anyways, here we go again. Probably not gonna talk too much about it, or this time. I don't know really. We'll just see how things go. Probably be silent for most of it. But yeah, here we go, second time around. Oh yeah, something kind of interesting I could point out. You saw how we kind of got close to the water there. It's actually kind of cool. You can actually fly in the water. However, so if you've flown the Chinook before or any other vehicles, there's a point where if you If you go in the water, you will drown the vehicle and the engines will shut off and you can't do anything about it. However, for some vehicles, or I think this applies for all of them, that only occurs. Your vehicle only shuts down if your center of mass enters the water. So for example, if I'm flying and if I just have the cockpit in the water and have the rest of myself up out of the water, it won't actually drown the helicopter. I could actually fly with my nose in the water. I could actually demonstrate that really quickly. So I'm just gonna, you know what, I'll just do that really quickly. Let's do this. Let's have a little fun here. Let's go around here, go through here like this, just weave through all this. I don't know quite what I'm doing. I'm just kind of freestyling this, I guess. I don't know. Shoot, mess it up. It's fine. Anyways, what I was talking about is going over here. Here, and like, so if you watch, you can also use your laser to help keep yourself out of the water. You could actually go into the water like this and be okay. It's really goofy. It's a little bit hard to tell your altitude by that, like there is the altitude meter, but yeah, it could be a little bit difficult to tell how deep you are, and you might actually end up trying to surf. Ooh, it's not a very bad way to get on my crash here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, talking whilst going through all this makes it much more difficult. I don't usually speak too much. Yeah, I mean, like, crashing isn't like, I don't know. In my eyes, crashing is a fine thing to do. If you're not crashing, then you're not then you're not doing it right, I guess you could say, because every time you crash, you kind of learn something new, and you figure out kind of like what you're doing wrong, and then you improve upon that. If you're not crashing, then you're not really improving, I'd say. I mean, that's not really true. You can definitely improve whilst not crashing, just flying safe. But yeah, I don't know. If you crash, it doesn't mean that you're doing a bad job. It just means you're trying something new, or something that you're not used to. And often not, I crash quite a lot because I'm often doing things that I'm not used to, like right now, talking while I'm flying. Yay. Yeah. I'm sorry again if my voice is like crackly and kind of disconjointed a bit. My throat's not doing too great, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, back to this part. Up and around here. This part's always weird. This little, going over that little beam right there always feels a little bit awkward to me. I remember at one point when I first started doing this route, there was a way that I did it that was much more smooth and fluid, but I'm not quite sure how I did that. I think I actually might have gone under it instead of over it. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, anyways, back to this part again. Let's not mess it up this time. We're trying not to by bumping ourselves on the top of the little cross section here. Oh yeah, we got this, we're good. Yeah, for this part I really like using the little lead marker to really line myself going underneath these things, because if you're not lined up perfectly, then you're going to end up bonking yourself on the roof. But yeah. Alright, let's continue on with this. Oh yeah, for anybody who's watching, actually I'm going to stop talking so I could focus on this part a little bit right here. Let's get through this really quickly. There we go. Okay, cool. Actually, I'm going to wait a little bit till I get to a part that is a little bit less thinky and more just kind of, I guess, talky. Alright, here we go. Shoot. Oh, we're fine. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying is that, really quickly, I'm going to redo that part really quickly, but if you look on the bottom left on this little GUI HUD, if you look like right there, you can see my control. And so this little bar that's moving up and down really fast right here, that's my throttle, which basically allows me to go up or down if I have zero throttle. And then that little grid right there that's moving around like that, that's my joystick input. So if you see that little cross arrow going, oh, sorry, I need to look where I'm flying really quickly. If you see that little cross arrow going down like this, I'm pitching down. If you see it going, or if you see it going up, I guess I'm pitching down. If you see it going down like this, I'm pitching up. You can see how that directly affects my pitch up and pitch down. And then for roll, roll is going to the right, and then the roll in the left is going to the left, and then my yaw, which is essentially my twisting motion, is, give me 1 second, need to focus for a quick second. Then my yaw is essentially that vertical bar. You can see it's moving like this, side to side. So yaw left, so it's rotating like rotating on a pivot facing upwards, and then yaw left is going in the opposite direction. But yeah, so if you're curious like what controls I'm inputting at the time, you could look right there and such. It's pretty useful. Sometimes I use that as a reference so I know what my throttle's at, because sometimes I don't always know what my throttle is at just by the feel of where my hands are and such, so I have to look at that sometimes. Anyways, yeah, doing that little part again right there. Hopefully we don't mess this up this time. Usually I don't mess up at this part right here. It's usually the going in the opposite direction I mess up. So here's a part you haven't seen yet. This is actually part of another, what's it called? Another course track. I forgot what I called it. Route. There we go. So yeah, this was its own route, and then I kind of combined the three of those routes together to make like the main little warm-up thing, which I quite enjoy. It's cool. It has a lot of variation. This next part is kind of a newer part, or the most recent part I added in. It's a little bit weird and awkward, but I found out that if it's kind of well, the little part where I'm flying through the wind turbines is a little bit boring because not too much is really happening in between there and here. Wait, did they change this? Hold up. This looks a bit different. Oh, that felt much tighter than normal. Let's take a look really quickly. Oh, I can probably fly up through there like that. Yeah, that's cool. Also, if you ever see me use my laser, it's essentially my handbrake. It lets me fly backwards and such. It has a lot of recoil. Oh, no, this looks the same. I just thought it was tighter. Yeah, this all looks the same. Yeah, okay. Ah, shoot. I think I might have bumped myself. Yeah, up on the top, up there, probably with my rear or something. This whole shuck is very long. Have to be very mindful of that. See here. Oh yes, the laser. It's a lot of cool because you do a lot of fun takeoffs like this. You just go up like this and such. It's really goofy and really fun. Oh, you know what? I am going to keep flying this route a little bit more. Do another maybe 2 or 3 runs through it, and then I'm gonna do some tricks, practice some tricks and whatnot. They're not very advanced or anything. They're mainly balancing the nose or hanging upside down, which I've done. I don't know, they aren't very difficult. It's just nice to be able to practice them so I could do them on any surface I'd like, whenever I'd like, because it's just fun and goofy. Anyways, keep doing this for a little bit. Oh yeah, something I mentioned about this one little part where you loop around the tower right there. It's kind of fun doing that backwards too sometimes. Like backwards flying is something I find that's quite fun to try and incorporate into the route and whatnot, but it makes it a bit more difficult because again you kind of have to look behind yourself to fly. Um, yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. I kind of show a little bit of that next time I go around. I haven't done it in a while though, so it might crash, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, going through the little like river ravine part right there is really tight. You have to really yank the stick or the yoke. I don't know what quite the term is. I think it's the yoke for a helicopter as well. Because I mean that's what it's called in a plane. So I'm assuming it's the same. Except for a helicopter for controlling the up and down, it's called the collective. In a plane, that's kind of just your throttle, I guess. Oh, that's a little bit not that clean there. All right, here we go through this little part right here. Nice. Ooh, this is not a good entrance. Okay, we're fine. Oh, darn. My tail hit that right there. Yeah, I let my back and kind of sway a little bit too far out that way like that. Usually to kind of figure out, oh, not quite lined up there. There, that's good enough. Usually try to figure out how kind of off-center my rear is, I guess you could say. I just kind of try to figure out like my head rotation relative to the helicopter and use that to figure out basically how much I'm yawed in either direction. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but that's the way that I found that works best for me. It works pretty well, so I've just been using that. Oh right, I'm going to show the little backwards part I was talking about. That'll come very soon. Again, I'm not really sure how much I'm going to talk in these per se in the future. This is just me testing something for the first time, and if I do make one of these again, which I do plan on, I think, doing that, I can't really repeat all the things I said in the previous one. I mean, I can, but, oh wait, here's the backwards part. So you can kind of like do this, where like you go backwards a little bit like this. Kind of, it's not quite backwards per se, but you could do it a little bit, but it does make it a little bit more awkward and such. So, yeah, it's a bit weird. That right there wasn't very smooth, but yeah, it did work. Oh, darn, what am I doing here? Usually that's not, this is, usually this is, usually this isn't that bad, or usually I don't do this bad on that. That's okay. Let's try that again. Oh, let's see, how can I line this up? Let's do this backwards, kind of. Yeah, this works. There we go. That's a good lineup. Alright, now let's try this again. There we go, this looks good. Oh, wait, yeah, yeah, my rear is like when I'm coming in this way, I kind of end up drifting like this a little bit, which kind of makes me end up hitting my tail rotor on, I'm guessing, that beam right there. Oh, darn. Wow, I'm just doing truly awful. You know what? I'm gonna show something. Alright. So, whenever I come into land, I like to do some goofy stuff. Like, you can't come in the traditional way and land. We just land like a normal helicopter, which is cool, it's fine. That could be a little bit difficult to do in some situations if you're coming in at a weird angle. Or, you could just go at it full speed and just yank it. Kind of like this. Which I think it's fun doing this. Oh, not quite lined up. Oh, there we go. It wasn't very smooth, but that was okay. Yeah, that was okay. Wasn't that great. But yeah. Alright, I think here, my plan is to take off and do a little backflip, I think. I think that'd be fun, but I might hit myself because I do know there is a little spire behind me, so I might hit that, but we'll see what happens. Let's go up. Yeah, that right there. No, we're fine. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go again. Oh shoot. Man, I'm really not doing great tonight. It's okay. Always recover. Seeing the sunset's always really cool. I really like that. The constant state of sunset this place is in. It's pretty cool. And it makes it much more relaxing. And what am I doing? Okay. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Cool. That's good. I just realized I hadn't actually started my music. Usually I listen to some music and whatnot in the background whilst I do that, so I'm gonna start that up. You won't hear it yourself, because I don't think I can include it without getting, like, copyright striked or something like that. But yeah. Hmm. Maybe I can play my music in the background. I don't know. Because, like, I mean, I think that as long as I'm not monetizing, I can play any music I like in the background, I think. But I could be wrong. As long as I'm not making money off the video, I think it's fine. But I'd like to be safe. Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, if you saw there, I pitched up all of a sudden because my rear or my tail rotor was gonna hit the top of the little arch there. So if you see me like pitch up all of a sudden like that, that's usually me trying to tuck my tail rotor down or push it down so it doesn't hit the top of the tower. Oh, I wasn't quite paying attention there. Okay, cool. We're good. Ooh, okay, that's a bit of a tight. Yeah, I wasn't quite very lined up there. That's okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now we can continue on. This part I feel like looks difficult right here, but it's really not that bad. There's not that much movement. It's kind of just using your momentum to carry yourself all the way through. Yeah. Yeah, this part right here, like while I'm flying by the little wind turbines, I feel like it's a little bit bland before I get back into here. So I want to see if there's something I could figure out to put in there. I don't know. Oh, it's a bit too high of a flip there. That's okay. Oh, I came at this wrong. Ah, shoot. Okay. Oy, we're alive? Okay, let's try and make Let's try and get out of this. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're sunk. Okay. Yeah, I don't think interesting. If you ever see me doing this, that's me essentially aligning my hand up with my knee and on the couch that I sit on for this. So I make sure that my controls are lined up so that when I actually grab onto them, I can actually have a feel of where they are in space. So I kind of can know where my controls are without looking at them on the little screen down there that tells me what they're at and such. So it's kind of nice to have a center point for yourself so you kind of always know where your controls are at. It kind of helps you out. I don't know. I find that it's helpful to have a center point to always be able to reference. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, that was really bad. Darn. Oh, excuse me. Hope that wasn't picked up. Yeah. Oh, so far this one's been going really smooth. Quite happy about that. Yeah, this little chasm here, or ravine, or river, is it's not tight per se, it's just if you go through it a bit quicker, then you have to be kind of really harsh. You have to really yank your stick, or yank the yoke, or whatnot, and kind of like, I don't know, do some really, yeah, hard angles to try and get through it without crashing at the speeds. Which I feel like I wish I could do that faster without having to yank that much, but it's kind of required if you really want to be able to get through there. Okay, cool. That was nice. Ooh, Oh, yeah, I kind of messed it up there. Oh, yeah, I really messed it up. That's fine. Let's try and do this part a bit better. What have I been messing up here? Right, I'm supposed to do a loop through, I think, this part? Yeah, this part. I went too far over last time and messed up because of that. There we go. And we're going to kind of fly this a little bit. There we go. Wonderful. Cool. Alright, made it through. Okay, I think I'm going to maybe do that one more time, and then I'm going to do some, like, free flying and whatnot. Just kind of yeah, I guess freeform flying? Yeah, I think that's the right term. Alright, here we go again. Let's do a little something interesting. Whew. Not that interesting, but add some variation to it. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward there, but it's okay. Just barely scraped the surface there. Yeah, that little last bridge to go under, or that little, I guess, beam is always scary, because it's always like either you go too low and you get stuck in the water, or you bonk yourself on the, oh, I'm not paying attention, or you're bonking yourself on the top, and then you get bonked down into the water. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Got a little bit close there, but we're good. Those blades are a little bit scary. Sometimes they bonk you, or you hit them because they turn and you don't realize that, oh shoot, they're going to be there in a second? Darn. Yeah. This part is a bit scary because you get so close to the water at some points. You have to like really yank it to get through there. Okay, I think I've gone through that enough for today. Got through it twice in a row, so I think that's pretty good. So sorry again. Yeah, excuse me. But yeah, now I think it's just time for some freeform flying. Not really sure quite what I'm gonna do yet. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some stuff. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that happens. That happens very often when I'm doing this. Let's see, you're doing some freeform flying now, so I can do whatever I like. You guys a bit close. Let's just go through here. something interesting. Let's, I don't know. Ooh, I have an idea of what I want to do. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Okay. Oh, this is usually a really scary spot to fly through. Oh, okay, that was okay. That's fine. That's cool. I don't usually do that because you don't have quite the right momentum to get through there. You get your tail rotor stuck very easily, and then it's pretty scary. Oh, this top bar there. Did not see that, but we're good. Oh, here's a really important thing I could, I guess, point out about flying is that it's also something that I think makes it really fun. And I don't know, when you're flying a helicopter, I guess you could say, or even a plane, it applies to both. It's all about conserving your momentum or changing your momentum to fly through spaces you normally couldn't get through, and whatnot. See if I try and think of an example or whatnot. I can think of one from earlier. Let's see if I can do it again. Or like, yeah, I don't know, to get through a lot of these spots, you gotta manipulate your momentum in a way in which kind of carry you through. So in a way, you're kind of predicting what you're gonna do in the future, and then kind of manipulate your. I'm not quite sure how to describe it very well, but I don't know. It's kind of just about redirecting your momentum and using it to guide you through the obstacles you want to go through or around and whatnot. Like here, in order to kind of get myself to get through this, I have to go this way and then swing myself this way in order to be able to get through that without hitting my rotors. Which I think is really fun. It's really cool. Kind of like thinking, how can I kind of fling myself through this? And such. It's kind of like, I guess you say, riding a bike or something. Like, because you kind of need to lean into turns and whatnot, or like mountain biking too. I'm not really sure if that's a good way to put it per se, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do something that might crash here. No, that's okay. Oh darn. Okay. Oh shoot. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Okay, I see. I don't know if I can get out of this one. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. Yeah. A really cool thing that, like, I don't make of it, I do make use of it pretty often is the laser. The laser is awesome and lets you do some really cool things. I mean, even without it, you can still do a lot of stuff. Like, here's something really fun I like to do that uses the hook. Yeah, the helicopter has a hook. It's really goofy. But yeah, I don't know, it's like something fun I like to do. I was shown how to do this by a friend. Super awesome. She has been flying for much longer than I have. I think he's probably been flying for 2 years now. I've been flying for about a year. Ooh, okay, let's pay more attention now. But basically, it's a lot of fun. You could go over here, line yourself up with this, open up your hook cam, and then just hook yourself right on there. And then you just hang upside down like this. It's great. And yeah, you just balance upside down and whatnot. And yeah, look at spawn, great newcomers, it's great. I love doing it whenever I see people joining and just like, hello. I don't know, it's a lot of fun, I really enjoy it. But yeah, now you're kind of wondering, how do you get up from this? Well, this is where the laser comes in. So you see how it'll push me back quite a bit whenever I turn it on. So you kind of use it as a swing to kind of get momentum, push yourself back like that, and then fling yourself up like this, disable your hook, and you're free. And there you go. It's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna do an interesting thing here. Usually I do this in a different way, but let's try and do it here. Might need a bit more speed, but I think I should be okay. Yeah, we're okay. We're fine. Usually I do that much, much faster, and if I ever fly with people, who've flown before and have done it for a bit, it always freaks them out because it's a really tight space, and I don't know, it's cool. Here, I'll try and do that with a bit more momentum. However, as I don't do it too often, it's really hard to figure out exactly the right route or path to get myself in the right position in order to do that. You'll kind of see what I mean in just a second. But usually how I approach this is that I come from down here, like this, get some speed. It isn't quite that much speed. And then I kind of, let's try to do this. Yeah, come through here. Yeah, this is okay. Come through here like this. Fly through here, keep going. Yeah, come through here. Usually a little bit faster. But yeah, basically, ooh. Okay, yep. Laser is very helpful for getting yourself out of situations like that, because it just has so, what's it called again? Knockback. Knockback. Kickback? Repulsion? I'm not sure. There's a few words you could use for that. Recoil, that's the word. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's tight. Oh, that's cool. I'll talk about that in a second. So there are some gaps in here that are the perfect size for you to fit through and such. And I've only tried this a few times, and I've only done it once, and then I've never tried it again, because it's not, I don't know what I'd use this for, but you can fit through this little hole right here. And it's not that hard, actually. Like, I don't really have any interest in doing it again, or I haven't really done it. It's been, I think, probably 8 months since I've last done it. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not necessarily, I don't know, I just don't find it very interesting. It's just like a hole that you can fly through, and there's not too much to it. You can't do too much with it. Like, some more interesting things like flying through, shoot. Some more interesting things like flying through, like what you've all seen so far, or just like some fun stuff too, like, I don't know, flying in between these two pillars right here, like this is fun, or then also flying through the bridge arcs as well, which flying through the bridge arcs by itself isn't that hard, but if you want to make it more interesting, I usually fail at this, but we'll see what happens, is do a little loop through it. Oh, yeah. Oof, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to do. So good. Here, let's try that again. I used to practice doing a loop through there. My goal was to basically do a barrel roll through the first arc, or the first support, and then go through and do it through the second one, which I've done it once, but I can't do it very fluidly. You need a lot of momentum in order to do that properly. Okay. Yeah. Let's get that another shot. Yeah, one little thing I found that while doing this, you don't want to aim for the center, you kind of want to aim for the side. And then when you initiate your barrel roll, you want it to you want to be in the center by the time you hit the bridge. Yeah, that wasn't very good. I'm not quite doing this right. Oh, okay. Oh, I was not looking. Okay. Oh, okay. That was good, but not quite. That was good, but not quite good. I couldn't quite follow through. I had to kind of dip down for my tail rotor not to hit the trust there. Let's give that another shot. I might need a little bit more speed for this. Okay. That was okay. Not that good. Not really a loop. Let's try and get some more speed this time. There we go. That was pretty nice. Yeah, we're not doing this one. And again, I just quickly pitched up so I could get my tail rotor through without it hitting. Let's fly through here. I could tie it into this. It's pretty nice. Let's see what else we could do. Yeah, it's fine to buy this. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit too close for my comfort. Oh, darn. Here, I want to show another little trick that I like to do, or practice. Has to do with that guy over there. Probably like another really fun one I like doing, like the grappling hook upside down. That one's pretty cool. That one's fun. There's also another one as well. That's pretty fun, and it's fun. I don't know, it's just like ways to mess with people. It's fun. Let's do this. Oh, you know the thing I like to do is kind of do this and then kind of loop up and over like this. That's fun. Alright, let's do what I came here. Alright, so what I kind of like to do, basically, I'll just show. There we go. Oh, darn it. Okay, it could be a little bit hard due to how heavy this thing is. But to actually get it up there, because you have quite a bit of momentum to topple forward, because you're kind of, I don't know, you're hitting it kind of a bit hard. So you have to hit it as softly as you can so you don't topple forward or topple over forward. The laser is very helpful with handling with that. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. And then you just balance it up here. It's great. You can like rotate as well. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a whole view of everything and everyone if there are people here. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun doing this and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Anyways, down we go. Not quite sure what I'm doing, just kind of free falling, I guess. Oh, darn. Oh well. Again, if you crash trying something new, like I don't usually do a flip right there or anything like that. If you crash while doing something new, that's perfectly fine. I don't know. You're trying something new that you're not comfortable with, so it's kind of expected. How have I been going for? I think almost an hour, so I think I'm gonna do another maybe 10, 20 minutes, and then I think this session is over. I don't think I started exactly at 12. Right now it's, I think, yeah, 1:10. I started more at 12:30, so I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, also flying through here is a little, you could fly through here too. It's a little bit, oh yeah, scary. Yeah, I flew through that in a way I don't usually do, but you can do it. I've done it before. It's a little bit more difficult, but like, yeah, flying through this area isn't that bad unless you try to do what I just did right there. Just like flying through like this, it's not that bad. It's fine. It's fun to fly through here really quickly and just quickly respawn while there's people there. It's fun. Oh, darn. Oh yeah, the thing I mentioned earlier with using your... Okay, so like, earlier I mentioned how you could kind of like fly through the water, have your cockpit in the water and be fine. Well, the way that you kind of keep yourself like from going too deep whilst also still having your cockpit in the water is by using the laser to kind of keep yourself a certain height. And you kind of use this if you want. So you, if somebody like is driving the truck and they crash you down in here, you kind of like stick your nose in the water, put it through like that, and then you could use your laser to keep yourself at the right height. You can't quite do it with your throttle right pitching, and then you could hook them, which I haven't been able to successfully do yet because that's a little bit difficult being able to use the hook without being able to see your target. Because if the hook was on the front, that'd be so much easier. But the hook is on the bottom middle, which is why you have this camera here, which helps quite a bit. It's very useful, but yeah, not very good if something's underwater and you can't see underwater through that camera. Ooh, darn. Wonder what I hit there. That's how I go up. Guessing just the top beam. Usually I practice in a public instance and not a private one. Currently I'm in a private one, but I thought for the first time of me doing this guy just flying and talking, or just flying I guess, I do it in a private as of so other people don't interrupt I guess. It is really nice flying with other people and such. I really like that. Because again, I don't know, I feel like, so like the way that I practice that, I like having a route and then doing that route again and again and just kind of getting it down and having something that you're able to practice every little bit. Kind of, I don't know, just having something that you're able to practice everything on. Kind of like, I guess how you say, or you have like drills in soccer or something that you do each day, practice like 30 minutes on or something like that. Just to kind of, I don't know, keep yourself at your skill level and get better. So like I kind of do the same thing here where I have little routes that I fly and whatnot. And just keep doing those again and again and again until I have them down. Which I have them down pretty well. I could do them most of the time, no problem. Sometimes it's worse because like right now I'm talking and such, it's much more difficult to do them. But yeah. So what was I gonna say? Right, so yeah, it's a lot of fun flying with all those other people around because you interact with others whilst you're practicing and such. And also as well, it's really fun to chase people whilst practicing and try to always have them in your field of view or follow somebody who's driving a vehicle. Because here's the thing, you could kind of, so the reason why it's like, I feel like that's like probably the best way to practice by following somebody while they're grappling hooking while they're grappling around. I mean, because they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do next. You know what you're, oh shoot, you know what you're going to do next and such. It's very difficult talking while flying. But you know what you know what you're going to do next when you're practicing by yourself and just trying to fly, I guess, whatever comes to mind. But when you're following somebody, it's unpredictable, and you have to always try to keep up and figure out how can I keep them in my field of view and keep up with them without crashing. And often not, it leads you to flying through a lot of stuff in a lot of weird ways that you aren't used to. So it's kind of just like forces you to fly in weird ways how you aren't usually comfortable in, which just makes it really nice for practicing. And also when you're following somebody, you get much better kind of planning, or I guess navigating the obstacles as well. It's really cool. And also it's just fun chasing people too around as well. I don't think earlier I fully explained why I didn't want people here, but basically I don't really want people to interrupt too much for this first one, which I do not mind interruptions one bit at all for something kind of like this. Again, I have been talking quite a bit, but for these I'm kind of just planning of not talking most of the time and just kind of flying. But yeah, the main reason why I kind of wanted to be in a private instance this time is that sometimes people are just really, really mean or just say really, really rude things, which, I mean, that's just kind of part of VR chat and whatnot. That's just kind of how people are, so it's like, whatever, it's fine. But I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm recording something different, nice. I don't know, just trying to record something new, different. But I just did the same thing twice in a row. Yes, I did. Let's mix it up a little bit. Ooh, I'm in a bit of conundrum here. What can I do? Okay. Yeah, this works. Okay, don't drown. Okay, let's go in for a landing. But yeah, I don't know. People are just really rude sometimes, and it's really not fun. But again, I think it's worth flying in public instances because it's really fun, I don't know, interacting with people and whatnot. But there are times when it's really not, and people are just really rude, and it's just, yeah, it's not a good time. Oh, come on. Touchdown. There we go. Cool. Street chaining my health right up there. I don't know if you don't know, if you like land, I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but I could be wrong, is that when you go, if there's a spot in which a vehicle respawns, I don't know if this applies if you land at the truck respawn or the boat respawn down over there, but I know, it does apply in other worlds, I know, but here at least, if you land back where the helicopter respawns, it'll actually give you more HP, give you more fuel, and give you back your laser. Yeah, the little bar above the, oh, I just put down my landing gear by mistake, that's fine. But the little bar above where it shows your controls, that's your laser usage, and that will go down as you use the laser. So if I just like keep this on for a while, you'll see that bar above the little thing that shows my controls right here will start to slowly go down. It takes a while for it to get pretty low. I never actually had it where I've ran out before, but I do know that people have done that before whilst flying, where they've just run out just for like using the tail. Okay, yeah, that's a bit tight. That's fine. Yeah, where they use the laser as a tool to get around, which is a lot of fun to use as a tool like that. It's pretty cool. Ooh, here's something that I really like doing. I might have mentioned this earlier, but flying backwards, or mixing flying forwards with flying backwards and such. That is really fun. I really like doing that. It's a lot more difficult to do that here because there's so many obstacles and it's harder to see when you're flying backwards. But in other worlds, like test pilots, for example, there's not that many obstacles, so I can fly backwards there much more often. I don't know what I'm doing right here, I'm just kind of going through stuff and whatnot. But, like, yeah, I don't know, it's a lot more fun. I mean, I just have a lot more fun. It's just really fun tying in between, like, flying backwards and forwards and kind of making them blend together. It's really fun flying like that because it kind of makes people question, like, what is that person doing? Do they know what they're doing? I don't know, it's goofy. And it's just really satisfying to tie in like flying backwards with flying forward and such. Or even flying sideways too. Like something I like to do sometimes is go through this right here whilst going sideways like this. It's really satisfying to do that. I really love doing that. It's really cool. Oh, we might crash here. This part's a little bit tight. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. how long have I been recording for? Let's see here. 1 hour. Okay. So I guess I'm just about done. So I guess I don't know, do one more little, how do I want to end this off? I guess I'll just do one more loop through the little, um, practice route, I guess, or warm-up route, you can call it. Just do this one more time. But yeah, I don't know. These videos are something new I've been wanting to try for a while and whatnot. I mean, I don't know, flying and what I think is really, really cool, and I want to share it with more people. Like, I know the flight community in VRChat is really big, but I feel like it's not as big. I mean, I don't ever interact with the flight community very much, or I guess the helicopter or Chinook community very much at all in VRChat. I kind of just stay away from people. But I feel like the Chinook or helicopter flying group or community is much, much smaller compared to the actually flying of planes and such. But I think with flying helicopters and whatnot is, I don't know, it's much more, I don't know, it makes you use your mind more in a sense. Like, I think I love flying planes. Planes are awesome. I love them so much. I fly like model planes in real life and whatnot. It's super cool. And I build them and such and design them. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like with flying helicopters, there's so much more you do compared to planes. So with helicopters, you can fly in any direction you want. And also, like, again, using your momentum to get through obstacles, to kind of like swing yourself around, kind of like you're on a tire swing or something like that, I think is really fun and really cool. I really enjoy doing that. I just feel like flying with a helicopter is much more satisfying than flying with a plane. But flying in a plane, though, is like much more calming and whatnot, and it's just nice. Oh shoot, it's just, I don't know, flying in a plane, it's just really nice and calming. Just having like music in the background, like just fly over the environment, just kind of take it all in. It's really cool. I really love doing that. Ooh, a little bit tight there. That's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this little, I don't know, flight recording or whatever I should call it. I'm not sure what I want to call this exactly. Like, I don't know. Practice flight. Oh no. What's going on? Okay, we're fine. Like, I don't know. Eesh. Okay. I guess I can get out of it by going in through like this. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'd call this like, I don't know, practice flight, or I don't know, flight day one, or I'm not sure. I'll figure it out when uploading this or something. The name might switch, but I will number these, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope my ramblings were, I don't know, enjoyable, darn, or enjoyable to listen to or something, or you learned some cool little tidbits or something, I don't know, about flying, or yeah, I don't know. Flying's really cool. I really enjoy it. It's awesome. I just want to share it with people and whatnot. But yeah, I want to try and do these like maybe one per day, maybe? I don't know. I can't keep that schedule exactly because of college and whatnot and plans with groups of people and whatnot. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do one of these every day or something like that, or about every day. I probably won't upload any on the weekends, but yeah. You know what, I think I want to end this by landing the helicopter. I don't know, I think it'd be really goofy to end every single one of these with landing the helicopter upside down in a different spot every single time. I think that'd be pretty funny. So let's just do the one I showed before, which is just landing upside down at spawn. It's a pretty easy, simple one. It's the original spot to land that's pretty goofy. So let's just do that. So I guess to do this, what I like to do is come in like this, or just come in slowly, then line myself up with this little red dot right here. Come slowly over it, push down my joystick to line up, and then grapple. There we go. And then, oof, yeah, I see I hit that right there. You use your laser to kind of slow down your, so like if you're coming, if you're like, when you're swinging down like this, you could use your laser to push yourself up and slow yourself down, and you get up and over this lip right here, and then you're up just like that. And yeah. Anyways, yeah, that concludes this little flight thing. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time that may be. And yeah, bye bye. Or bye bye. Or I don't know, bye bye. Have a good one.